Welcome back, it's been quite some time. I have come back and I've been working slowly on developing some things just for you guys. So today let me show you some of the things that I've been up to and what you can expect going forwards. This is Cursed Crusader Arts. So those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I have a particular soft spot for certain armies that I enjoyed when I was a kid at school. Dark Angels, Red Corsairs, and of course, the Emperor's Children. I was fortunate enough to receive one of the Champions of Slaanesh boxes as a birthday gift from my parents, allowing me to return to my favourite faction in all of Warhammer 40k. And this has resulted in creating a project with the goal of creating an army where each soldier, vehicle or demon is deeply connected to a particular ring of seduction in Slaanesh's reality, bringing in an unlimited number of opportunities for creativity. This project will test my conversion, kit bashing, and possibly even my sculpting skills as I slowly work my way through the box of miniatures and even add units that are not supported by the current iteration of codexes. Please, we're Slaanesh, we're supposed to be fast. Where are the bikes and the raptors and warp talons and all of these other speedy freaks? Like, what's going on, man? Give us the Doom Rider. I mean, please. Now, aside from the big old Slaanesh army of degeneracy, I also have another colossal project coming up, and this has been thrown at my head rather viciously by my brother, which was to convert and paint one of his old Imperial Knights, which he never really got around to finishing back in the old days, but it's kind of gotten a little bit out of hand. You see, we've been working on turning this whole thing into a full-on diorama, which is displaying a pretty messed up and broken Ashimlatarum line, which is being attacked by a horde of ravenous Tyranids burrowing out of the ground from the High Fleet Jormungandr, and that's going to be a pretty horrifying, disgusting mess. But this has allowed me to experiment with textures and designs to make a simple horde of pretty outdated miniatures become a horrifying swarm, and that's before painting them all in a Blanchitsu-inspired palette. Now, aside from these big old projects, I've got a few other things in mind. First of all is what I'm going to call the Mad Lab. And this is where we're going to experiment with materials, tools, and all kinds of other stuff that I don't really know how to do. And it's all going to be about how we can take our miniatures to the next step by adding these little extra features that normally you wouldn't see. So this could be anything from fancy basing. So for example, I am quite interested in learning how to do some ice bases for my Slaanesh models. And I also want to experiment with some sort of like water texture materials that I've got, but I don't really know how to use them, so that's what that series is all going to be about. And then we also have some test models. Now, when I started this channel, my uncle gifted me a box of Veil Touched Ravage Star miniatures, and I feel like these models are going to be the perfect test subjects for doing different paint schemes. Ones that I may not use for an entire army, but I still find interesting enough to want to paint. The other benefit of this, and I think this is something pretty much everybody should do, is when you're painting an army, you're using the same colours over and over and over again. And so having these test models allows you the opportunity to try different paint schemes and colours that you're not used to using. Finally, for the channel, I want to look at the side projects or the incomplete projects. Things that I've done and I've not finished, like painting the Plague Hunter that was converted from a captain in Gravis armor, or maybe just these little ideas that keep popping into my head over and over and over again. And these are like tiny nagging distractions that have to be built, you know? It's kind of like when you're looking at this big old great unclean one and you're like, man, that's a big guy, and then a Nurgling just pops his head out of some random armpit somewhere. It's like, hey, what's up? Look at me. And now you're no longer paying attention to the great unclean one because this Nurgling has just spat all over your face. But the benefit of this, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the laboratory idea, it means that if we have a little crazy idea that's an unfinished side quest or heretical thoughts of unconventional techniques, we have the opportunity to fix those things up. So I do hope you'll stick around, and perhaps you guys will probably teach me a thing or two, because to be honest, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I have no idea. So I am not an authority on the subject. I'm kind of just a guy who is here making a terrible mess out of perfectly decent things, and hoping that no one comes and punishes me for it. Thanks for waiting around for me if you have been following me for some time. The sub count is looking marvellous. The watch hours are looking fantastic. The support has always been strong, and I'm very grateful for you guys, even during my absence. So if you're excited, drop a like down below. Let me know what you want to see by writing a comment in the comment section. I might actually answer the comments that I have in the backlog. And if you're new to this and somehow you've ended up here, I do apologize, because to be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. But subscribe and then you'll find out what I'm not doing correctly. And most of all, make things have fun, and I'll see you next time on Cursed Crusader Arts.